If you need to remove or replace background in any image fast, this is the video for you. Whether you're editing a product photo or a portrait, here's how you do it cleanly every single time. In this video, I partnered with Adobe to show you multiple different ways to remove background, from one-click free background remover to powerful precision tools. So no matter what project you're working on, this is going to be the only background removal video you'll need. So let's start with 3 levels of background removal. So level 1 is quick isolation. That's when you could use automatic tools to detect your subject and remove the background instantly. Level 2 is refined masking. So that's ideal for tricky and complex edges, like if you have hair, glass, or any type of motion in your image. And level 3 is creative compositing. That's when you need to replace and generate new backgrounds that match the lighting and the tone of your existing image. So by the end, you'll know when to use automatic tools versus when you need manual refinement, and how background removal connects the full compositing workflow too. So let's start with a simple product image that I have here. We're going to use Adobe Express to remove the background completely for free. So here I am inside of Adobe Express, and all I have to do is go to this option called Remove Background, and I just drop my image right over here. And just like that, Adobe Express has removed the background. I did not have to do anything. I just dropped the image and the background is gone, and it's replaced with a transparent background. Now, if this is all I needed, I could just press download. They also give you options right here to replace the background as well. So if I wanted a color background, I could just choose from one of these colors here, and it will download it as a PNG with a transparent background. It's the best one-click background remover, and is perfect for e-commerce sellers who need clean, high quality, and consistent product photos. It's also great for creating many different variations for a range of occasions and placements. So for removing and adding backgrounds for holidays or specials. Adobe Express is free for everyone, and it keeps the same resolution as your original image. Now I'm going to open this in the editor because you could also auto size to instantly export this for Instagram or Shopify or any marketplace. So all you have to do is press resize here on the left side, and they have all these different recommendations, or you could browse for specific platforms. So if you're doing this for social media, you could click here and you could see all these different sizes. So if I wanted to put this on Instagram story, I'll just select this option, click resize, and I could design this any way I want for Instagram stories here, and then download it directly from Adobe Express. Now, if you're working with logos and graphics, Express handles them really well too. It keeps the edges really sharp, and you could export these at full resolution just by pressing download again. So for quick free edits that look professional, this one-click method is really hard to beat. Okay, now what if you're editing something more complex, like a portrait with hair details? That's where Photoshop comes into play, and I've been using Photoshop for almost 20 years now, and it's by far the best tool for this type of a project. Now, you could use Photoshop a couple of different ways. They actually have a web version, so I could jump into it directly from Adobe Express, for example. Or you could download it for your desktop. I actually have the desktop app, so let me jump in there. And I opened my image here with Photoshop. So this is where Photoshop's AI will automatically find the person or the object, and then you could actually do some refinement here. So I'm going to select the person, and you'll see this toolbar that appears where you could select the subject just by clicking this option right here. And as you can see, Photoshop's already done a good job here selecting this person. And what I want to do here is do some more refinements. So they have some options here. For example, you could modify the selection, and it gives you this option right here to select and mask. Let me choose that. Now that brings you to this menu here, and you have some options. For example, on the left side here, there is a tool called Refine Edge Brush. So if I select this, you get this brush here, and you could actually use the bracket keys on your keyboard to make it smaller or larger. And you could refine the edges here to bring in more of those strands of hairs back that may get cut out with the automatic selection here. So I could just brush through some of these edges here. It's already done a really good job, so there's not a whole lot I need to do. And as you could see, this keeps every fine strand of hair while removing the background cleanly. Now you could also play around with feather and contrast sliders. Okay, so if you increase the feather here, you could see it softens the edges. You obviously don't want to go too far. And the contrast kind of refines them, makes them a lot sharper here. So if the outline feels too sharp, if you go too far with the contrast, slightly reduce the contrast here. And I'm just showing you big slider movements here so you see it clearly on screen, but little subtle adjustments do make a big difference too. So you want to blend these two seamlessly here to get the refined edges that you're looking for. This is called subject isolation or refined masking, and is perfect for portraits, any type of product ads that require this type of precision, and anything that needs really polished, realistic edges. Okay, and then when you press done here, all you have to do is press create mask from selection, and it will cut out the background automatically. Okay, once the subject is isolated, you can get creative. So let's say I want to replace the photo background with something new. Let's first use Adobe Firefly and generate a background image. You could use Firefly again on the web here. It's part of the suite of tools that I'm showing you. And here, all you have to do is type in a text prompt here on the web, and it will create that image for you. Let's start with this one, outdoor scene with warm lighting. Let's go ahead and generate that one. And Firefly generates realistic options that you could download and use as your background. And you could also change the aspect ratio here. So depending on what type of shot you had or what type of scene you want, you could change that, for example, to widescreen here. I just had the 4:3 aspect ratio, but let me generate another one to show you a different size. And this is our 16:9 version, so you could see the difference here between the two. And here are some other examples that I'll show you on screen with the text prompt. As you can see, the text prompt does not have to be complicated at all. Firefly does a really good job analyzing it and generating very realistic looking options for you. Now, let me go ahead and download this one. And I specifically wanted to create this and composite it with a shot that is outdoors versus the person we cut out that was indoors to show you how to correctly blend it and make it look very realistic and natural. Now I just added that new image back in Photoshop as a new layer. Okay, now all I have to do is I just have to select a layer of the person and I'll just bring him right here on top and they'll become the foreground. And our background image is now our background. But clearly, it's not a professional option. The two really don't yet blend well together. And to fix that, I want to show you two different solutions. One is going to be the manual solution. The other one is going to let AI actually do almost all the heavy lifting for us. So the manual solution is you select the subject here, and you'll go to the image menu right on top, and then you just go to adjustment. Now, they're actually broken up into different sections. So the top 4 that you'll see are kind of related to brightness and contrast. So in this case, I will want to change that. And the second set of options are related to color. So I'll select brightness and contrast. This is one of the easiest ones to use here. It simply lets you make things darker or brighter. In this case, I want to make it a little bit darker. The contrast actually looks pretty good. If I bump it up a little bit, I think it blends with the background a lot better. But this is manual. I'm just kind of judging it based on just looking at this image. And it takes a lot of practice to manually figure out how to tweak these options. Next, you want to go up to image and you want to fix the color. And there's a lot of different settings for that. One of the easier one is hue and saturation. So for example, if this seems too saturated, that's an easy fix, right? This takes you all the way to black and white and this takes you to super saturated. So very subtle changes here. Like the background's actually a little bit more saturated, so I'm just gonna bump this up a little bit. And the hue is basically rainbow of colors here, and you could dial that in. But if you don't do this all the time, you could see it takes some effort, but that is a way I used to actually blend 2 different layers together like that. Now, let me show you an entirely different approach, which actually uses AI and lets Photoshop do almost all the work for us. So I'm gonna undo all those steps here, and then we'll start here with our layer selected. And now all I have to do is I'll get this option called harmonize. Now harmonize actually blends your scene together on its own. So it'll match the color, the lighting, and the shadows match the background in literally one click. So we'll start here. And you could immediately see the result. The direction of the sun, for example, is highlighting the back of her hair. The brightness looks pretty good. The color, the contrast, all that is already dialed in for us. And if you wanted to, you can add your own finishing touches to it by adding all the different things I showed you under the image menu, like brightness, contrast, saturation, and so on. But I think you could tell immediately that the harmonize option will save you a ton of time compared to the manual option. So as you can see, Adobe has a background remover for every type of image and any type of workflow, from fast one-click tools to full creative workflows. So experiment with the different methods and see which one fits your project best, and you'll find all the links to the tools I mentioned down in the description of this video so you can try them out for yourself. I hope this helps you get the perfect background removal results every single time. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.